What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the WXPS Soccer channel. If you guys are enjoying the content, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tribal Beast Fitness and WXPS Soccer training gear, still there if you want it. DM us on Instagram at WXPS Soccer. And welcome back to another Dortmund, reaction or Dortmund reaction video. The weekly ones are coming out. Final time just happened. 1-0 win against Hertha Berlin. Modest getting the goal. Nice to see him get off the mark. I think we played actually. I'd give us team performance 7 out of 10. And I say that because first half we looked kind of flat, weren't connecting. First 10 minutes, Modest gives the ball 4 times, loses it all 4 times. Adeyemi didn't look particularly great. Brandt kind of meh. And it was looking like the first 3 games where we just weren't going to play well. And last week we should have got a result. And we didn't. This week, this week, then we picked it up a little bit. So after we got the goal, it was a good header by Modest. Then we started to play well, and we just weren't clinical. I think our XG ended up being like 3.5 or something, and theirs was less than 1. So we definitely played, not that tells the whole story, but I never felt like we were going to score. I felt like we were going to create chances, and then, I don't know, it didn't give me that feeling of like, it's the similar feeling to the first 3 games, where it's like, alright, we'll get the goal, kind of scrape by. We created a lot more chances in the game, which is good. We also put in more or like close to the same amount of crosses in this game as we had done the entire first 3 games, which I think speaks to Modest's been struggling the last couple games. We were like, how is he successful? And that is when he's getting crosses in. So I think we made an effort to do that. And I think it worked itself out. Obviously, you got the goal from across. It was a good header. Koble had a good game, made 2 or 3 really top saves. The deflection early in the first half, and then the one he tipped onto the bar late in the game. Also, shout out to Ijuke, the winger for Hertha. That dude, he's good. He caused us problems all game. But yeah, let's go from back to front. So Koble had a couple of really good saves, like I mentioned. Wolf, I think, had a decent game. Koble, I'd go like 8 out of 10. Wolf had a decent game. Nothing too special, but was able to kind of get into the attacking third. Got beat once or twice defensively. I'd say 6.5, 7. He was fine. Hummels had a decent game. Same with Schlotterbeck. Not that they didn't have a lot to do, but they were able to clean up quite nicely. We didn't really give away any huge chances that I can remember. Yeah, I can't really remember one. I give them both 7s. Like, distribution was fine. A couple misplaced passes here and there. Defensively solid. Schlotterbeck, I think, has been our best player. Schlotterbeck and Koble, I think, have been our best players so far this season, and Bellingham as well. Guerrero, another game. Right, he was fine. Gave the ball away off a corner that bounced out to him. He was the last man and gave the ball away. Ended up in a 3v1 counter, which I guess it was a big chance, but when you watch the counter, how Hertha kind of, I don't know, they could have done a lot better, right? We didn't defend it particularly well, but they also, the decision making was kind of lacking. So I don't know. Aside from that, I'd give him 6.5 because that's a huge error. Bellingham, I'd say 8 out of 10. He had a really good game. Was all over the place, making tackles in all 4 corners of the field, moving the ball, trying to play forward. He had a good game. Lots of energy. I'd say 8 because he had 2 or 3 big chances that probably he should have put away. Right, if we're a little bit more clinical, we probably end up with like 3 or 4 this game, but that's all right. Early days in the season. Hopefully those will start to go in as we move. I know it's now 4 games in, so that sort of early in the season excuse is going to start to wear a bit, but I think he had a good game. More clinical, he'd been 9 or 9.5 out of 10 for sure for me. Özcan, I think, had a good game. I'm happy to see him playing. I know he's in because of the injury to Dahoud. Wish him all the best, speedy recovery. I think he had a good game. He provides a bit more balance than Dahoud does. Dahoud is another dribbler of the ball, and we don't. Özcan is not. He got the assist for the goal. He provides a bit more balance for me. I like the partnership a little bit better. Yeah, I think he had a good game for me. Another 8 out of 10. It was weird. Defensively and in the midfield, like we kept the ball, we played well, kept the ball-ish, a bit sloppy, but it was just the front four didn't really. We need to find our best like combination of players. So yeah, I don't know. I think let's see who came on. Munir came on, and I believe Thorgan Hazard came on. I don't know. They came on a bit late. I think they were fine. I would just say both 6 out of 10. They didn't do anything too crazy. Solid game out. All right, attacking midfielders. Adeyemi I thought was quiet. His first game back from that toe or foot injury. He had one big chance on his right foot, on his weaker right foot, that maybe he should do a bit better with. I think he was all right. Taken off around the 60-minute mark for Bino Gittins, who he's willing to run at people, and he looks really, really good, actually, to be honest. And I think maybe for at least the first half of this season as a substitute, because he gives you that change of pace. He's so quick. His feet are so quick. Bino Gittins. So I think he played well. I'd give him 7 out of 10. He had 30 solid minutes, created a couple chances. Again, the final product lacking a bit, but that's all right. He's young. It'll come. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Royce, 7 out of 10. He was fine. He had 2 chances to shoot, I think, in the second half that he took an extra touch. Maybe he didn't need to. I don't know, right? Like, I'm watching on TV and you can see a bird's eye view, and then when you're actually like in their positions, it's hard to tell. But I think he was lively, right? Played, moved the ball in between the lines, picked up some good positions, created some chances, dribbled by some people, which he hasn't done. It's kind of getting back into his game. He's lost a bit of the speed that he had due to all the injuries and stuff, but I think he played pretty well. France, like he was okay. I don't know. He was alright. He's got so much talent. That's the thing with him. He's got so much talent that you just wish it would work itself out, but he doesn't have the pace really. And so I think playing Royce and like, if it was me, I would try and get like either Royce or Brandt, and then flanked by Adeyemi, Malen, or Bino Gittins, or some combination to give you that speed in behind. I think we lack that a little bit. Like we want to push forward and create chances, but we don't have that full-on pace, right, without Holland now. And that brings us to Modeste. I think Modeste started off really slow. He's had a rough couple weeks, a lot of criticism in the media. And he started off slow, lost the ball a couple times, and then he started crossing the ball in, and he had 2 big chances, and he converted one of them for the winner. So, I don't know, I'll say, Frank I'll give 7, and then Modeste I'll give 8, because he gets the goal, and he's not, he plays within himself, right? He's not gonna give you what Holland gives you. So I think it's unfair to judge him on that comparison on who we had there last season. But he can definitely do better. I'll say 7.5. His hold-up play could have been better. Like, he gave us a solid like 85 minutes or so, and then got taken off for Sula at the end. And then we saw the game out. So overall, I think it was a good game. For us, I think if we start converting some of these chances, we've created a lot more chances than we did the previous couple games, and that's always promising. I want to see next game, pending injury, right? Because Adeyemi came off and they're icing his foot. But next game, I'd like to see this same back four: Wolf, Hummels, Schlotterbeck, Guerrero. The same midfield pairing: Bellingham and Oshten. And then I'd want to see Royce in the middle at the 10 spot, and then Malen, Adeyemi, or Bino Gittins either side of him. Don't really care which side, but as long as we want to get some pace into the team. And then Modeste up top, because I think that if we can combine down the wings, get to the byline, cutbacks and crosses, I think Modeste, that's what he does. So hopefully that's the recipe for success moving forward. And yeah, I think this is a good win for us. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe, DM if you want any of the training gear, DM us on Instagram. I hope you're enjoying the content. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments on if you watched the game or what you would do with the lineup, because we need to start scoring more goals. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace!